Welcome to 2AV, guys. I'm Eric.
I'm John. I'm A.
And I'm V. Roll the intro. We've had some comments lately from some of the viewers on our videos about file management and the Rodecaster in general, and someone has reached out to you, John.
Yeah, well, first of all, we had a couple, let's talk about those file management emails that we got, talking about how you can, wanting a way to delete podcast files that are on here.
It sounds simple.
It sounds simple. You can't do it.
Right.
We checked with Rode. There's no way in the current firmware to do that. Maybe they'll address it later on in the firmware, but it seems pretty simple and straightforward. You ought to be able to delete a single file but leave the rest. But right now, as it stands, in the device itself, you got to delete everything.
Right. So it'd be nice if a firmware kind of showed up sometime, I don't know, by like NAB.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. So barring a new firmware or something from Rode officially, what have we figured out?
Really, and this is universal with the Rodecaster, I have found it much easier just to take the micro SD card out, pop it in a computer, and deal with your files there. If it's a really small, short file, yes, you can use the app and do some manipulation, but really you're going to be better off just popping it out, putting it in a computer.
Yeah.
So, but the question at hand today, and this is where the stuff we really love. We got an email or a message on the video from Peter in England.
Yes.
Who has a new idea for how to use the Rodecaster that's, not for podcasts, it's for something else completely. But before he invested in it, he wanted to know whether or not it was going to work. And we'll let him explain a little bit more once we connect with him. But essentially, he's using it for online English lessons.
Right.
Or that's what he's thinking of. Wants to know if it'll work in that application. And loading up some phrases in the trigger pads.
It's so cool to think of it that way. To think of turning this into something for educational use. It blew my mind. Because you just think it's a podcasting system. It's made for podcasts. But it's more than that. We're finding out it's more than that.
Yeah. And again, this is the stuff we love of, off-design uses for items that make other projects simpler, and testing out and see if it'll work. So if you've got ideas like that with the Rodecaster, or we're going to get into the OSMO Pocket in a later video.
You're seeing in some of these videos.
Yeah, this is actually shot with two
OSMO Pockets that are tracking. Yeah. They're literally, I want you to see it, they're tracking me. I'm not even worried about that anymore.
Yeah, so anyway. We'll get into that in a later video and a cool setup we've got for the OSMO Pocket. But, any of these things that you have ideas that, because this is what we do all day long.
We tinker.
Yeah, we have these problems that are, that we're trying to solve. And then we think, all right, well, this tool isn't exactly designed for it, but will it solve the problem we have?
Exactly.
So if you've got questions like that, let us know. We love addressing those kind of questions.
And also, you're going to see polls and surveys in the video. So be looking for those. We've added those too.
Oh, wow.
I forgot to tell you that. So if you see a poll or a survey, click on it and let us know how you're feeling about something, or if something's not working, or what's a pain point for you, and we'll get that on here too.
2avguys.com, either 2 or TWO.
Yeah.
avguys.com.
True.
So let's get to it. Let's set up a couple things before we contact Peter on WhatsApp, which is what he's going to be using to do these lessons.
Right.
Which is not something I've used before, so hopefully we get through that all right. But let's load up.
Because he's old.
It is because I'm old. This whole, WhatsApp, Twitter. No, actually I do Twitter, but yeah, WhatsApp, never used it before. But let's set up a couple of phrases we can play back for Peter when we connect with him to test how he's going to be using it for his students.
Right.
And let's do English because I'm terrible at anything else.
I'm trying to learn German right now, so we can do German. You want to do German?
You can do German.
Okay.
All right. So I'll do English here first, and then you can do German. Back up here. So let me show you how you can record directly onto these trigger pads.
Right.
So that you can do something like that. So to go into those, hit the little notes up there. You see the top two are empty right now. So let's select the first one.
Okay.
And then now if there's something already on there, you can hit clear to be able to record. It won't let you record directly over something that's there.
Right.
You clear it and then hit record, and then anything that is on in the Rodecaster will record to that button. So if you jump in here, it's going to be recorded on there as well. So silence, yeah. So let's just do something stupid to send to Peter here in a little bit. Hey, Peter, this is John. I hear there's a couple openings in the royal family over there. I'm willing to apply. How much does it pay? What do I have to do to apply? Do I have to be adopted by the Queen in order to qualify? Let me know. Thanks.
You really want to get a job as a royal?
If it pays right.
Anyway, so. Mine was just going to be one phrase.
Well, I'm a thinker that way.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and have you record one, so we'll go over to the second button.
Okay.
And let me know when you're ready.
Ready. Guten Tagen. Guten Tagen.
That's it, huh?
I was going in what he's trying to do. He's trying to set up phrases that he can just play back, right?
Like this.
Guten Tagen.
There it is.
Guten Tagen. Production assistant, did I get that right? I didn't get that right, did I? Anyway.
We should mention my son, Adam, our associate producer over there, who's helping us keep things in line. All right, so are we ready to...
He's shaking his head that I didn't do something right.
Are we ready to connect with Peter?
Let's do it.
Okay. Keep your fingers crossed, folks, because like I said, I am not a regular user of WhatsApp. So we're calling him. And I should mention that I already connected my phone to Bluetooth.
Yeah, that's kind of
a standard Bluetooth connection.
Hi.
Peter, how you doing?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Fine.
All right, so
that's great.
So we're live. We're on.
Yeah.
And we got a little bit of a lag, obviously, but you're over in England, so that's to be expected.
Yeah. So exactly, what is the setup? How are you talking to me? Like, what are you going through? What kind of mic are you using?
Well, we're on the Rodecaster with the...
it's the Audio-Technica.
Audio-Technica BPHS.
They're linked in the description, I think.
So you can go in there. But we appreciate you reaching out to us to look at a very specific use for the Rodecaster Pro. So explain to us how you're planning on using this, if it works.
Okay, so I'm just starting a career, hopefully, in teaching English online. And actually, it makes me puts me in kind of the position now of what my students would be, because I'm on the other end with a normal phone talking to somebody using a Rodecaster. So I'm hoping to use a Rodecaster to give lessons, and the reason for that is so that I can put other kinds of audio elements into lessons. So, for example, in a lesson, if you're teaching English, you might be playing some recordings of conversations, and they would have to listen for comprehension. So I'd be able to play those through the Rodecaster, or play little excerpts of music or sound effects, that kind of thing.
All right. Well, and that's...
You got that?
Yep. So that's exactly what we've done. We've loaded up, Eric and I have both loaded up some audio in the trigger pads in the Rodecaster. So let's give it a try and see how it sounds on your end, and see if it works for the application you have in mind.
Guten Tag.
Thank you.
Guten Tag.
Ooh, Guten Tag.
That's Eric's attempt at German.
And it was bad.
That's great. So and this is, you're speaking also to me on WhatsApp, isn't it? So the Rodecaster doesn't differentiate between a normal telephone call and an app inside the mobile phone.
It's taking the phone as a source, correct?
Yeah, so it's just like hooking up a Bluetooth headset to your phone. It's the same kind of functionality. Yep. It's just using the Bluetooth channel here on the Rodecaster Pro. All right, so here, let's see what you think of my attempt at.
Guten Tag. Okay.
Hold on. Hey, Peter, this is John. I hear there's a couple openings in the royal family over there. I'm willing to apply. How much does it pay? What do I have to do to apply? Do I have to be adopted by the Queen in order to qualify? Let me know. Thanks.
Actually, quite interestingly, there was actually a job opening just a bit over a year ago now, where they were looking for a kind of butler to the not butler, but it was a kind of a secretary for the Prince Harry.
Oh, really? Well, that would have been kind of short-lived.
Well, when you think of secretary, you really think of John.
That's right, yeah.
He just fits that mold so well.
Yeah, I didn't apply it. I thought, nah.
I haven't got secretary.
Anyway.
You were a secretary.
A press secretary.
A press secretary, yeah.
All right, well, so, Peter, do you think this works for the application that you're trying to design?
I think it does. I wonder why it wasn't working with me, because I was going through a normal mixing desk, and I had the mix out going into a splitter, and I don't know where the audio was getting mangled. If it was the phone, if it was the splitter, if it was the connection, if it was the other guy's phone. There's so many places on the way. But what I'm getting from you now, it sounds really good.
Great. Well, and that's what's so simple about this and so elegant is that it has not only the Bluetooth connection, but you've got the mix minus built into the computer connection, the TRRS phone connection, and the Bluetooth connection. So you don't have to worry about any special routing.
No, and I was screwing my head over this morning trying to do a mix minus, and being really
just takes care of it.
It can be mind numbing, especially if you've got multiple sources you got to do mix minus on.
I had my routed for an Alt 3.4, and then I couldn't figure out for ages why I couldn't hear anything, and then I realized it didn't have the fader turned up for the Alt 3.4.
Yeah. Yep. Right, well, hey, Peter, thanks so much for reaching out to us. I'm glad we could test this out for you, and I'm really glad that it worked for your application, and hopefully you'll be up and running soon with the Rodecaster Pro.
Hope so. Thank you so much for calling me.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Hey, take care.
Right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
So there you go. It worked perfectly.
Worked great.
And again, I would never have thought of using the Rodecaster Pro in that way, but it's a brilliant way. And again, for $600 to get everything you get in this is just, I think, an incredible bargain. I mean, a lot of people I know may go, "Oh,
$600 it's not chump change. I mean, it's something.
It is not chump change, but it is really cheap when you consider you're getting a mixer,
right,
a phone hybrid, the touchpads, headphone distribution amp, all in one piece. So,
and we should mention that we've been recording our audio the whole time while we're doing this.
Yeah, everything's been on the Rodecaster.
It's been right through the Rodecaster.
Yeah. So, again, there are shortcomings, but I don't think any of those shortcomings take away from the $600 price.
No, it does not. And if you put everything together, stack it all together separately, you're spending way more than this.
Yeah, probably $1,500.
Yeah.
So, and some of the shortcomings, like we talked about the file management, there are some things that I think should be included in here in file management. There are some other things that would be nice, like when we recorded onto the touchpads, it'd be nice to be able to clean that up a little bit, have some basic editing. But for the price point, I don't think that's an oversight. I think they could probably add some basic DAW features into the software at a higher price point. It could give them an opportunity
they might make a Rodecaster Pro.
So, something like that. But, again, the more we use this, despite some of the minor shortcomings of it, we really have enjoyed using this piece of equipment. In fact, I've got a couple more on order now.
Awesome.
Yeah, and speaking of on order, yes, one of those is going to be in the office here for us to use.
All right, I get to play with one. Okay. Yeah. Talk about all the crap behind you, John.
Yeah, we've got kind of a mess behind us, as you may have noticed. That is because we're shooting in our radio studio, and we are in the process of basically gutting a lot of
making a new radio
studio. So behind Eric there, we've got our new console, the AUDIOARTS DMX 16. That's
it follows me. I forgot.
So wander over there. There, you can see it behind his head.
There you go.
All right. It's my first time using a fully audio over IP board. It's pretty cool. There's not a whole lot of documentation on it.
What do you mean? You took home a binder the other day.
That was for the new automation system.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we got a new automation system, OpX from BSI USA. So a lot of new components coming in here. We'll maybe address some of it. We're not going to go through everything because there's a lot of
stuff.
There's a lot of stuff, but maybe some of the finer points. If you have any questions specifically about the AUDIOARTS by Wheatstone DMX 16, drop me a note because I'm discovering new things about it every day. If there's something you've been looking for in that, let us know.
Yeah.
And coming up, we've promised it before. It's almost here.
Oh yeah, I've been working on that for weeks now.
Yes,
like. the OSMO Beast, the OSMO Pocket Beast, where we are taking these Osmos that we're on and turning them into production cameras with a whole bunch of crap on top of them.
Well, not a whole bunch because it's nice little compact.
Okay. A little bit, just enough to make it really powerful.
Really powerful, and a nice travel light compact shooting system that looks and sounds great.
Yep.
Again, if you understand the limitations of the system, but we'll get to that in a later video.
We will. Until then,
this is 2AV Guys.
we're done.
Find us at 2avguys.com.